What's up, dorks? Season 3, Episode 6 of The Boys dropped on Amazon Prime, and it has finally given us what we wanted to see, Butcher versus Homelander. Make sure you subscribe to join that next-gen console giveaway. This episode is my favorite episode of The Boys, without a doubt. They hyped this episode up with Herogasm and said it was going to be the craziest episode, and they really disguised one of the best action scenes I've seen in a TV show. I went in hoping to just not come away from this episode scarred. Actually ended the episode standing and cheering because I just couldn't believe what I was seeing.
This is by far my favorite Boys episode. The Herogasm pump fake was great. I can't say enough about how The Boys is able to simultaneously normalize seeing awful shit as well as like keep me interested. And every time I see it, I'm like, holy shit. Even though we should be like more than used to it at this point. Our boy Butcher finally getting some licks in on Homelander. Watching Butcher smile at him before he fucking gives him the work. Religious experience for me personally.
And I think it really sets the tone in the beginning of the episode when you see Homelander sees Soulja Boy for the first time back and alive, and he's like, oh, there's no way. Like, if Homelander's scared, that's a big deal. He's just having breakdowns left and right saying everything's fine, it's all going to be good.
It almost felt like Big Brother is coming home. Just seeing Homelander squirm in that way, to the point in which he's out there waxing poetic nothings to Black Noir. It was cool and hilarious to see him really open up to Black Noir and be like, I'm just so happy that I have you I can rely on. As soon as that conversation ends, my boy Black Noir, rogue, get the fuck out of here. Because if Black Noir saw that Soulja Boy came and Black Noir's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, we know it's some real shit. Or if Black Noir is like, oh, that's my boy.
There's no real answer about what happened with Maeve. If Black Noir answers to Edgar, and let's just say somehow Black Noir is going to get Maeve right now, Edgar's going to have form his like anti-vault team. It's going to basically be the boys. If Edgar is the fucking like the head guy, the Zordon from Power Rangers to the fucking boys. Hell, if Edgar end up getting superpowers, I think if Edgar has got balls of steel to talk to Homelander the way he does, I think he's low-key a soup at the end of the day.
If we go forward a little bit, Homelander talking to himself in the mirror, Sam Raimi Green Goblin style, because to me that mirror was a reflection of all of his insecurities, right?
The great thing about Anthony Starr in this scene is that he's really bringing it. He's really trying to put his own spin on just how fucked up Homelander is. He just has that god complex, and even the narcissist side of him in the mirror is like, you still have that little bit of fucking human inside of you. I'm always getting through it, dog. Remember the bad room, man? It wasn't shit when I was there, dog.
I feel like that bad room talk is interesting, but what I won't be doing is feeling empathy for Homelander.
The trickle-down effect of this, you get the Deep trying to brown-nose Homelander. He's like, hey, by the way, Black Noir, he's fucking gone. So Homelander actually sends the Deep to the TNT twins to go introduce Herogasm. You also get A-Train goes to talk to Ashley about Blue Hawk and the ramifications of what's happened with his brother. She brings up a great point to A-Train saying that you want all this justice right now, but what about all the past shit that you've done and all the shit you've hurt?
If there's one thing that I do appreciate about Ashley is that she is very much aware that if you've ever been involved in Vought, you're complicit in what's going on. But I think that was such an important scene because I think it resonated with A-Train.
It seems like they're kind of hinting around Soulja Boy, him and Hughie and Butcher all in the apartment when he's talking about the deals, dog, and what it's like just talking about war and life and everything. It seems like Soulja Boy, he don't mind hanging out with Butcher and the boys.
But the way that Soulja Boy spoke about things, it's as if he genuinely believed in being a hero to a degree. Shitty guy, asshole, yes. But he himself said, I'm not one of the bad guys. I don't think we give the boys enough credit for how fucking funny the writing is, because when our boy's talking about Bill Cosby, that shit was
He's partying. He's talking about how he defended America. He's just like your old grandpa that never aged.
Getting into Herogasm now.
What's important about Herogasm is they hype up Herogasm to be this like gratuitous, horrible scene of just like ungodly proportions. And actually, I think based on what we've seen from other parts in The Boys and Termite scene, even in the beginning of this season, this is about on par for the course. They've kind of conditioned us to what to expect from The Boys at this point.
The Herogasm was huge, but just not in the way that we thought. It did change everything.
While you had the Hughie and A-Train confrontation and MM and Soulja Boy confrontation, you can see in the background that people are just fucking.
Because we're amidst this Herogasm scene, we almost forgot, amongst everything, like how serious and how much weight all of this has. It's like, if you really think about it, dog, like strip all that away, what's actually happening is Homelander is on the way. Soulja Boy is here. There's about to be some shit.
This should have been a season finale episode, and there's still 2 episodes left. Feel that pressure cooking of all these storylines coming together. You have
Yeah.
A-Train and Hughie. A-Train gives a very genuine apology to Hughie in the midst of his entire character arc change. He was ready for a confrontation, and then A-Train didn't give him what he wanted. He knew that if a confrontation happened with A-Train, he was going to be able to physically combat that. And then A-Train taking the bigger road here. Hughie, such a fucking pussy, dude.
Hughie incites that conflict. You know, you never apologize for Robin. If anything has been proven true, it is that for Hughie, this is not about Robin. It's never been about Robin. This is about Hughie feeling weak and small his entire life. And this scene proved that. Eventually, he's going to treat Butcher that way. Props to A-Train for just eating that punch, by the way.
Being willing to pull the fisticuffs up on Soldier Boy on sight is another reason why he needs V24 ASAP, because he's the only person willing to fight a soup with no V24 with hands.
What's amazing is that he threw the gas grenade that he threw. Soldier Boy, maybe one of the hardest responses of all time. He takes a puff. Picks that up. He's like, oh, that's that good shit, dog. Took a drag of that shit. Homelander saw Soldier Boy piss down his leg. Saw Soldier Boy in a hallway face to face. Meet me in the pocket, dog. Yeah, meet me in the pocket, dog. Oh, the gas didn't work? I guess I'm going to whoop his fucking ass.
To get to the scene that we've all been waiting for. After the twins explode, Soldier Boy has acknowledged that he blacks out every time that he does his explosion. And then Homelander walks into the room. I love that Homelander genuinely looked disappointed that Butcher didn't come forward to his part of the deal, and he instantly fucking lasers him, knowing as soon as Butcher hit the ground, dog, I was like, I cannot wait for him to stand back up.
The introduction between Soldier Boy and Homelander, where Homelander says, hey, I used to want to be just like you. I watched all your movies. And Soldier Boy is basically like, I don't give a fuck. You look stupid with that fucking cape. You are so bitch made. I can smell it on you, dog. Homelander being the bitch that he is, you know, constantly raging against the insecurities. Like, oh no, I'm the upgrade.
You get Soldier Boy just like, he starts that ass whooping, man. They threw all the money they wanted to at this episode, and they made the best fight scene in The Boys, probably the best fight scene in The Boys. They finally let the powers go. You finally get to see Homelander fight somebody that isn't instantly dead within 2 seconds. Like, actually seeing Homelander fight somebody brought a great depth to holy shit. Butcher hits him with the oi, lasers him. You get that realization on Homelander's face, and he even says, what have you done? You finally get the laser versus laser vision. Homelander realizes that Butcher is now 100% his equal. Top of this, you have Soldier Boy coming in with the tag team, slams him on the ground. You have Homelander taking punches from Butcher and Soldier Boy simultaneously. He's trying to bob and weave, but it's just a little too much. And then bitch-ass Hughie comes in.
We're not giving Hughie any credit today with his stupid-ass teleportation power.
Homelander looks at Hughie like, even fucking Hughie?
The whole thing was Mr. Krabs meme. That's really Homelander's entire experience is the fucking Mr. Krab meme.
And really think about Homelander's mindset in this moment. He really was already going to Herogasm afraid of Soldier Boy. He already knew he was about to have the fight of his life. On top of that, he gets Hughie and Butcher. Fucking Butcher with some badass suit powers, and he gets triple teamed.
So when Butcher gives Homelander the bloody smile, and Homelander's just like, damn, it's like, that may seem like just something Butcher does. In that moment, Butcher's like, oh, I've been waiting to tax that ass. I couldn't wait for this.
The final amazing scene from Herogasm, A-Train potentially taking that last run with Blue Hawk. No confirmation if he's alive or dead. I'm going to assume he's alive, but if he just died killing Blue Hawk and that brutality, it's not a bad way to go out.
I would have liked something more epic for A-Train, but you know, it would be poetic for him to come full circle the way that he did. The final thing that he did was for other people, not just himself.
I love that Homelander at the end of the episode is looking in the mirror with a black eye, dog. Definitely taking a shiner to the face. I don't think he's ever been injured before.
Listen, this is where I wish I could direct The Boys, because Homelander definitely would have had a pack of cold peas on his eye, dog.
The callback to Starlight in episode 3, I believe, when Starlight is talking to Homelander and he's like, when I have nothing else to lose, that's when I'm the most dangerous. I think I'll just blow up the US.
Absolutely.
Something scary is about to happen with Homelander, especially with the Starlight reveal ruining his social reputation.
I was going to say, Starlight taking the red pill at the end, hard-ass scene right in its own right.
But also, can Soldier Boy just charge his shit for like 2 or 3 days? He's done 2 or 3 nuclear blasts in like 48 hours, dog.
It seems super emotionally driven, though. I think that's going to be the problem.
I think the biggest questions going into next week's episode are, where's Maeve? Where's Black Noir? And where did he just run to? No mention of Stan Edgar. And where does Homelander go from here, knowing that Butcher is essentially just as powerful as him. Looking forward to the next 2 episodes. We have a lot of crazy shit that's going to happen on the channel. So go ahead and subscribe if you like this episode. Give it a like. You want to make sure you join that next gen console giveaway. If you want to see what we thought about Obi-Wan Kenobi's finale, go ahead and click right here. And make sure you turn alerts on for the channel for that Thor Love and Thunder review coming up on the channel Thursday night on July 7th. But until the next one, guys, peace.